And one of the treasures that I get a kick out of is when I was about, what was this? This was maybe 20 years ago or so. Happened to be watching the Johnny Carson show, and sure enough, there was a guy who was sitting on the Johnny Carson show, and he was playing a musical saw. And this guy, you can find this on YouTube. Anyone can, if they do a search for guy on Johnny Carson with musical saw, I think is one way of looking at it. But
or if you ask me, I can give you a link.
Or you could give us a link. Yes, Sisi has a link. But this was David, and he's going to, you two are going to do in honor of J.S. Bach's birthday, and I guess Easter's coming up as well. You are going to do Ave Maria, which was arranged by Charles Gounod by Johann Sebastian Bach, and it's going to be arranged for saw and piano, correct?
Correct. That is correct.
You want to talk about the hardware at all, or?
Can I put David on just for 1 minute? He'll tell you about his saw. I think that would be the best thing to do.
Absolutely.
Okay, here he is.
Hello, Benton.
Yes, you're going to talk about the implement, the hardware that you're using today.
My cutting edge instrument. Yes,
correct.
I'm playing a 26-inch long carpenter's saw. I've got it at a hardware store. It's a Stanley Handyman, and it's a 8-point crosscut saw. And I play seated with the saw bent over one knee, pressing my left thumb near the tip, about 2 inches in from the tip, and then grabbing the tip with my index and middle finger. You form a slight S-curve in the blade, and this is what sets up tension so that when you strike it or with a bow or mallet, it will actually ring. The more you bend it, the higher the pitch goes. So you can control the pitch in a similar sort of way as a one-string violin.
Well, now that's a better description than in the Sam Adler orchestration book. I think that's great. Do you use that saw for anything else or just for playing music?
Sometimes when we begin our recitals, I'll come out on stage with a prepared stool with one leg 2 inches longer than the others. And I get all upset with it, and I turn it upside down and saw off 2 inches from the leg. And that takes care of any question about, is that a real saw? That's the number one question people ask me when they hear me play, is that a real saw? And so I do use it for that, and household chores, I have used it, yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing what can be music. I know I always like to bang on the pots and pans when I go to the hardware store.
Well, hey, why not? You know, this is what folk music is about.
Let me ask you one more question before you play. What is the range of the 26-inch saw?
About 2 octaves, a little bit more. The cheaper saws have a bigger range. They're the thinner gauge metal. So if you spend less than $10, you'll have a better instrument. But the lowest note on my saw, most 26-inch saws, is a concert C. It has a sort of similar range as a piccolo. So the lowest note is a C above middle C. And therefore, I refer to this instrument as my C-saw.
Well, now we got a question from the audience here that I think is worth asking, and that is, if you keep sawing on this stool, how big is it now?
Well, I have to keep changing. After 3 or 4 recitals like that, then I have to go out to the unfinished furniture place and buy another one. So.
Well, that's great. Well, thank you, David, and we're looking forward to hearing Ave Maria by J.S. Bach, arranged by Charles Gounod.
Thank you.